Well, good morning and welcome back. Minnesotans love getting outside all year long, and state park and forest campgrounds are a great way to do that.
For many, spending a weekend in the great outdoors is really all that work and life allows. But if you have the time, perhaps a DNR campground host position is of interest. Arielle Courtney from the Parks and Trails Division is here with more on the program. Welcome. It's nice to meet you, Arielle.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Great.
So tell us about a campground host.
Yes, well, it's a very unique volunteer program where you can stay for free at a state park or state forest campground during the camping season for a month or more.
Wow. And tell us how somebody would apply to do that. They go to the DNR site? Or?
Yep, you can go to the DNR website, mndnr.gov/camp-host, and look at the openings. We've got about 90 campgrounds around the state that have campground hosts. And now, not all of them are available right now. We have a lot of people who are returning hosts, and it's their thing they do every year. But we always have openings, and we need people to come be the campground concierge, so to speak.
Tell us a little bit more about what a campground host does, because if you're a camper, you see them at all the parks, but what do they do there?
Yeah, I mean, they're super helpful. They tell people where to buy firewood, where to get ice, all those kind of common things. I need to go get gas, where's fishing bait. So they're really helpful with just kind of welcoming people to the campground. They do some kind of like light maintenance, litter pickup, and keeping the campground tidy. And they also kind of help be the eyes and ears for our park staff of like if someone's being kind of loud after quiet hours are over, they'll let our park staff know. So
let's say I'm on the fence. How do you convince me that this is going to benefit me too, being a host?
Yes.
What are the benefits?
Well, if you're a nature lover, I mean, they're the only people that can stay at a state park for that amount of time, for 4 weeks or more. And, you know, they make a lot of friends. They meet people from all walks of life. It's like fun to meet people and hear their stories from different parts that are visiting state parks. You also get a $35 State Parks and Trails gift card, which you can use for an annual parking permit or the nature store or other camping reservations too.
What are some of the spots that are open right now? Do you know offhand some of the parks?
Yes, well, you definitely want to call the park or state forest you're thinking about just to confirm, because sometimes they've got people on the hook but not confirmed yet. So some of our state forest campgrounds, I would say a lot of, you know, the popular parks like the North Shore are probably going to be full, but places in Northwest Minnesota, I know like Lake Bronson has some openings. George Washington State Forest Campground might have some openings. So just check on our website, and then, you know, just like applying for a job, if you're really into it, call the park and see if they, you know, can make sure that you're a good fit. So.
And is there a screening process, or how does that work?
Yes, you have to fill out an application online.
Not that I'm worried about that.
You do fill out an application online, and there is a background check and a little bit of training. But yeah, it's not too bad for kind of the level of commitment and fun that it is, I think. So.
I was trying to tell the crew about like becoming a state park host. I'm not one, but we camp, and so we've met a lot over the years. And I was saying, like, people come from southern states up north in our summertime to kind of escape the southern heat and enjoy Minnesota. So it can be very competitive, especially as you mentioned, for those like parks along the North Shore.
Yeah, I mean, some people, it's like their lifestyle. They'll do exactly what you're saying. They'll camp host in Florida, and then in the nice Minnesota summer months, they'll come up and host along the North Shore or other places in the state. And it's really kind of a fun way for them to help people, but then also, you know, have their own outdoor life.
And it seems self-explanatory, but I'm going to ask because I'm me. What's the benefit to the DNR? How is this good for the DNR?
Yes, well, obviously our park staff don't live at the park in many cases. Sometimes they do if we have bison to take care of or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So we can't be there all the time. And sometimes, you know, after hours, maybe, you know, not all of our parks have night security, for example. And so it's like they could be really helpful to someone who, you know, has a question, needs to get their firewood to have their campfire to have a really great, you know, evening. And so they're available to kind of help answer those questions and kind of just keep the tidiness and the maintenance of the campground above and beyond what our staff can do. So we really appreciate them.
Can you tell us, we have a couple of parks here that our producer looked up that said maybe need hosts. One of them being Camden State Park, which is one of my favorites in the Marshall area, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can call the park and find out more about that. That's the best way to find out.
Good to know.
When they might have openings.
And I saw even Mille Lacs may have openings at times. Some of the big ones.
Yeah.
You mentioned North Shore is probably done for the season.
Yeah, I mean, always call and check the website. That's the best way to know for sure. But even, is a month at a time. Some hosts are really, above and beyond, and they'll go the whole season, like April to October. But most people really just can commit to like that 1 month. So there's months in between that might still be open in those popular spots.
I've talked to some hosts that are like snowbirds. They live in their campers year round, and I'm like, well, why do you come back to this park? And it's because the location of it may be close to grandkids or close to kids, and so it's kind of like their home, so they get to spend the summers. So it just it depends on your life and what you've got going on at the time, but it can be a really fun gig to have from the folks I've talked to.
And I can imagine you get a lot of retirees filling these posts. Is that the majority of who hosts?
Yeah, I would say most people are retired, but we get we've had some families that are both parents or teachers, and they'll bring their kids, in the summer when they don't have to work at school. Some people might have really flexible remote working opportunities, and as long as you can kind of meet the needs of the campground and still do your work on your Wi-Fi hotspot or whatever, I mean, we've definitely had some unique situations as well, too.
I love
awesome. Arielle, thank you so much. I've never heard of this. I'm not a camper. Camping to me is the Hilton or the Holiday Inn. She's the big camper.
I don't think they're going to let you stay there for a month.
I don't think anybody wants me. Teresa just kicked me out. Just kidding. To learn more about becoming a campground host, head over to our website at minnesotalive.com. Thank you, Arielle.
Yeah. Up next here this morning, strategies for reducing food waste and putting some cash back into your pocket.